a lot of the kids that I've grown up with and ran around with for time. We've kind of either grown away from them or vice versa, they've grown away from us, take a pick.
How long has it been since you fixed the potatoes?
Quite a while.
Quite a long time.
You remember, it couldn't be that far back.
See, I told you I wasn't being nasty and sarcastic, and you have to guess. Strike out.
I'm after you.
Good. I'm running into the bedroom. You going to chase me?
No.
Oh.
No, I thought you'd appreciate a meal.
Oh, the meals we've been having have been fine. No, my idea of a meal is not for you to slave your ass off.
I'm not.
In the house, you know.
I've just been lazy.
Okay. I can give you a raise in your allowance if you'll be a good girl.
What? You done? Okay, go play.
What do you feel bad about?
Instead of laughing at me, just because she has to be the last.
Okay.
There's not going to be a last. She's just next.
No, but she's...
And then you're next. Well, Jenny, don't let it get you.
I can't help it.
Well, maybe you ought to go and take a nap if you're feeling so bad and so tired.
I'm not tired.
She wasn't really laughing at you. She was glad.
She was delighted that she got out of it today, that's all.
That she didn't have to do it today.
Okay. You know right now how bad it hurts, right? Okay. So the next day, when Debbie has to do it, why don't you just ignore the situation and go do something else?
When I called Terry, about yesterday.
Yes?
Not informing that I wasn't going, she said that her and Bill split. Anyway, she came over and talked.
This afternoon?
All morning. From about 9 to 2. But they're just at the point, like we were, that he's making a lot of money and ignoring
household duties?
No, just his family. I mean, not duties. Things that I was talking about, needs that his family has emotionally. He thinks all the problems are hers. And he doesn't see any problems, which kind of sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's willing to go to a counselor.
After she's told him to hit the road?
Mm-hmm. I mean, her suggestion of going to see Paul or anybody, he didn't want to be drug off to the hills to any...
institution?
No, any hippie cult for a weekend.
Is that what he said, really? Better have a talk with him. Am I a hippie?
No, that's what he thinks we're doing. That's what he thinks we're involved in.
Wow. Well, he's two-faced.
He likes you, he respects you, he likes me, but he thinks my views are way out of line.
Because you're a woman.
And,
screw him. Well, everybody we know says the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't crack a whip and I don't treat you like shit, I'm being led around.
But I think he is looking to you.
I honestly believe that if he would make an effort to be aware of what he is inside, to be sensitive to my feelings, to my needs, to Gina's feelings, and this will open a whole new world to anybody he comes in contact with. It'll give him a different perspective on everybody he meets. This is what I want for him. And I don't think that that's a selfish want. I really don't. Well, I'm not saying that I have this capacity, because it's hard to develop that capacity on your own. when you're being stopped at every turn.
I'm willing to go because I want to straighten my marriage out and my family out, you know. But well, my family, me.
Being brought up one way and trying to see another way is very difficult.
He talked to me for 7 hours straight, and we cried together the whole time. And it was a matter of, he found out what a really neat person he really was. But for some reason, I couldn't get it across to him. It took somebody that wasn't involved with him, that didn't owe him a thing, and that wasn't even going to see.
You're very quiet now, right?
Night, night.
Good night.
Well, the evidence are real. We're always against the 4 birds.
That's
conducive to laughing.
No, it's not. It's a product of...
Thanks.
Diane! It must have been a jam, and I missed it.
These guys just walk out. Don't know any of them. Here's some cups.
Really?
Sold your eyeball dilation.
Oh, this is Uncle Al. Hello, Lucille. Shut up, Melissa.
What?
Let's turn the phone.
Pull all those records up on top. Record player. I know what's on here.
Night, you guys.
Later. Later on.
He has made a lot of changes. And this is one thing that he has discovered about himself, too, in the last year, that when he has made up his mind about something, no matter what I say or anybody else says, that is what he's going to do, and he does it.
I would say that probably the trucking company ran most of my life. I mean, from the time I got out of school and what have you, first 6 or 8 years of marriage.
Work was an excuse for him not to get close to the children and me. If he did get close to us, it would involve a responsibility on his part, and he didn't want this responsibility.
Starting out in '58 as just a part-time boy in there to wash the trucks up, and then I just slowly went up. But I was treated more as a son than an employee, and I was expected to operate like a son. They would tell you to do things without asking if you had anything to do at home or if you had anything planned. Then after I started changing my views, things had to change down there, and I had a life of my own at home that had to be mine. I'll work for you and I'll work hard. But if I don't care to work the overtime, don't get so upset like I'm one of your children that said, no, I don't want to go to Grandma's house today. Usually the secretaries on birthdays throughout the year bring in a cake or something, and either just after lunch or mid-morning or something like that, we'll take a little break and sing this guy happy birthday or give him a funny card and things like this. A year or so ago, when I started making changes and letting my beard grow and push them for more money, these little extra things kind of went out the window. We have the cake and party routine for everybody down there. But myself, it's been skipped 2 years now. My daughter was 3 months old and she didn't even recognize me.
that's when it really hit that I hadn't been home in quite a while. And I was after a fantasy, you know, the big almighty dollar. I mean, you gotta work to get it, but not destroy your home.
Did you ever have that chat with the teacher you were trying to set up?
No, I'll leave it go to the regular conferences. It's not the teacher's responsibility. It's these two right here. Right here. The rudeness, the interrupting when other people are talking, not listening, closing your ears. Debbie, you're the one, and Daniel.
Hello? Yes. Yes, sir.
But the most
Yeah?
trouble's going to be yours.
What's happening?
Just like it was for Danny last year.
Well, my wife informed me that you guys have a letter.
It's
Late
a lot
tonight.
of work.
I don't know. Did Pat call you today?
Yes, Pat called me today. I just
Okay.
told you they're going to be late.
Your wife called mine and said that you guys were going to be late tonight. See you then. Bye.
What was so difficult about saying, call me later?
I wanted him to finish his conversation.
That was more important than this?
No. But I don't want to be rude to him any more than these kids are being rude to us.
It's not a matter of being rude to him. It's a matter of saying we are in the middle of something important. Your wife called. She has already informed us as what is going on. There's no necessity for you to stay on the phone and have it repeated to you. If one of their friends came to the door, we would say, go. You've done this before, and I don't like it, and you know it, and this, you just blew, it got blown completely.
What is the difference? They don't listen anyway.
The difference might have been we could have gotten them to listen.
My call from down there today, and you said stop by the house. I knew I would get fucked up here for at least a half an hour, which was about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I wanted to get on the road and get it over with. So my actions on the phone was more of a defiant child than a mature husband.
Okay.
If you'd have said, eat that piece of cake, I'd probably turn it upside down.
Thank you. I love you. Let's help you get these hands. Yes, Deborah?
How much of this filming is putting pressure on your thinking?
Nothing.
I mean, to be as honest as possible.
I am being as honest as I can. I was reading through the things, and when it came to the double standard, you know how I feel about a double standard anyway.
I mean, I'm sitting here stupefied. I don't even know what to say.
It's just come down that it's given me, things to think about that I never really thought about before. The kind of changes, the decisions we've had, the way we are living now, we have lost friends. And the acceptance of our family is not exactly, it's just not there.
It was just recently that we got the information that the situation up here stinks. And this is from her own father.
I just decided that I would have to do things that would please me and stop trying to please other people because it didn't work.
Two years ago, I would have thought that you showed strength as a husband by what you provide. Strength with the kids would be, I don't know, I think it would be just domineering more than anything else. Because you can just close your mind and your ears to anything. But if you want to get into the problems and you want to help things, you want to make things easier for everybody, it takes a hell of a lot more strength to get involved. A few of the people I spoke to, you know, they said, well, what are you getting out of this? I said, nothing, man. You know, I'm doing it for educational purposes or whatever. This guy's making a film. Wow. Everybody thinks of number one. What are you getting? What are you doing? How much is in for me? And people aren't that way all the time. They can't be. If they are, they've got to change.